Dear students, please note down. The PDF file of all these notes have been uploaded in the description of video lecture. Please download your notes. Dear students, today we will discuss very important topic for all BSc students as well as competitive exams. In today's lecture we will cover head of cockroach, appendages of head, as well as mouth parts of cockroach. Very important topic. Dear students, today's lecture very important for BSc students final exam topic. The head of cockroach. It is small, almost triangular, pear-shaped structure. And note down very important point, that is head of cockroach, it is hypognathous. Note down, the point is hypognathous. Dear students, hypognathous, it means mouth parts are directed downwards. And this head, which is almost triangular, pear-shaped structure, it is covered by chitinous plates. These are named sclerites, and the head sclerites are of following types. The top of head, and this top of head, it is vertex, and it consists of a pair of epicranial plates or sclerites. Note down, the head of cockroach, head is vertex, and it is made up of a pair of epicranial plates or sclerites, and these epicranial plates are joined by an inverted Y-shaped epicranial suture. Just below these epicranial plates, this large sized, this is broad, unpaired, and this scleritis, it is frons. Below this frons, another chitinous plate is, it is clypeus. And note down, just behind both eyes, a pair of sclerites, these plates are cheeks or jena. Appendages of head, these are a pair of antenna. These are sensory structures, and each antenna arises from an antennal socket. These are jointed structures, and each antenna acts as tactile and olfactory organ. It means these antennae are sensitive to touch as well as these are sensitive to smell. These are olfactory organs. Just inside each antennal socket, these are small a pair of appendages, and these appendages are fenestra. These are simple eyes. Note down for final exam, these are ocellular spots, and these ocellular spots acts as, these ocellular spots, simple eyes, act as photoreceptors. These are simple eyes. In case of cockroach, on both sides, these are large, almost kidney shaped, a pair of compound eyes. On both sides of head, these are large sized kidney shaped compound eyes, and each compound eye consists of about 2000 smaller units, and these smaller units of compound eye are named ommatidia. Each eye consists of about 2000 simple eyes or ommatidia, and each ommatidium is capable to produce its own image. near the base of each antenna, small vesicles. These are pulsatile structures which act as accessory hearts to pump the fluid up to the top part of each antenna. These are accessory hearts. These are pulsatile vesicles. Now down, the appendages of head, a pair of antenna, a pair of compound eyes, and these compound eyes having about 2000 smaller units, and these smaller units of each compound eye are named ommatidia, which act as simple eyes to produce their own images, and these compound eyes having smaller functional units. Very important, note down, these are ommatidia. Just near the base of each antenna, small pulsatile vesicles, accessory hearts, which pump the blood to the antenna. And inside the antennal socket, another very important point, these are a pair of additional appendages, and these are fenestra. These are simple eyes. These are ocellular spots, and these ocellular spots are photoreceptors which act as simple eyes. Now I will discuss very important for all BSc students, mouth parts of cockroach. In today's lecture, I am discussing the structure of head appendages, as well as mouth parts. Note down, mouth parts of cockroach are biting and chewing type, and the head of cockroach, it is hypognathous, as mouth parts are directed downwards. The mouth parts of cockroach, these are a labrum. This is labrum, and this labrum acts as upper lip, and this labrum consists of a ridge, and this ridge is epipharynx, and this epipharynx is sensitive to taste. It has gustatory receptors. Note down, the movements of this labrum, upper lip, its movements are controlled by two sets of muscles. Another parts of mouth parts of cockroach, first one is a labrum, it is upper lip. Then this is the labium, and this labium acts as lower lip, and this labium is formed by the fusion of a pair of appendages. Dear students, this labium, the lower lip, it is named second maxilla, and the first maxilla is this one, is this outer region, it shows this is first maxilla, this is true maxilla, first maxilla. These are a pair of maxilla, and these first maxilla, this is first maxilla, this one is the, each first maxilla having three parts. Its upper part is protopodite, and this protopodite having two structures, cardo and stipes. This inner part of this first maxilla, it is endopodite, and this endopodite further made up of two structures. These are lacina and glia. No doubt. And its third part is exopodite. It means first maxilla these are a pair of structures which are first maxilla. Labrum is upper lip, it is one structure, and each first maxilla act as accessory jaws which serve to hold the food particles, as well as these first maxilla clean the antenna and first pair of legs, prolix. Each first maxilla having three parts. Upper part is protopodite having two parts, cardo and stipes. This endopodite again two parts, lacina and glia. And this exopodite it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segmented. It is maxillary palp, and this exopodite remains connected by this stipes. Here is small projection, that is palpifera, and this labium, lower lip, or it is second maxilla. This second maxilla is homologous to this first maxilla. Now down, this second maxilla, it also consists of three parts: protopodite, endopodite, exopodite. And its protopodite having three parts: submentum, mentum and prementum. And this endopodite having two parts: inner part glossa and its outer part is paraglossa. And this exopodite having 1, 2, 3 segments, it is labial palp. And this exopodite remains connected with this protopodite by a small projection. This one is palpiger, and this second maxilla, it is homologous to this first maxilla. Now down, in mouth parts, one labium, it is upper lip. This lower part, it is labium, it is lower lip. This labium, it acts as second maxilla, and the first maxilla, these are a pair of structures. These are first maxilla, this is the structure of first maxilla. Then a pair of mandibles in mouth parts, and these a pair of mandibles, here the structure of mandible that consists of conical teeth, and its movements are controlled by two sets of muscles, abductor and adductor. As well as in cockroach mouth parts, a small tongue-like structure, and this one is, it is hypopharynx, and this tongue-like structure, it is lingua. It possesses salivary duct. Dear students, this is all about head of cockroach, appendages of head and mouth parts of cockroach. Note down, the head is hypognathous, and hypognathous means its mouth parts are directed downwards. And the mouth parts of cockroach, these are one labrum, it is upper lip. It possesses epipharynx, which is sensitive to taste, gustatory nature. A pair of mandibles, these are a pair of mandibles present on both sides, and mandibles having masticating and cutting conical needle-like teeth, and their movements are controlled by two sets of muscles. This is tongue-like structure, it is hypopharynx, which is present in pre-oral cavity. All mouth parts enclose a pre-oral cavity just in front of mouth, and this tongue-like structure possesses a salivary duct. In case of cockroach, these are a pair of first maxilla. Each maxilla three parts: protopodite, endopodite, exopodite. Similarly, this labium, second maxilla, also possesses three parts: protopodite, endopodite, exopodite. These are homologous structures. Dear students, in tomorrow's lecture, we will discuss another important topic, that is digestive system of cockroach. Thank you.